Chosen one, they shot at you, but they couldn't even put a scratch in your skin. There were those who tried to stop you in life. They put limits on you. They tried to suppress, silence, and destroy you. But there is such a power in you that even their bullets did not penetrate you. You did not fall. You did not give up. Because you are not an ordinary person. You are chosen. Your story is full of victories that others cannot even imagine. The more they tried to destroy you, the stronger you became, the brighter you shone. This is your time. Write 77 in the comments now and unleash your power. There is nothing that can stop you. No power can bring you to your knees. They deceived you and thrived on the imbalance they created, turning your quest for wellness into a marketplace of dependency. They paraded synthetic solutions, masking them as the ultimate answer, while the root of your unease whispered a deeper truth. In a world where exhaustion and detachment were branded as the cost of progress, you always knew there was more. Their empire wasn't built on care. It was forged on your doubts, feeding off a cycle of discontent. Health became a commodity, a dream to be purchased, while the essence of true vitality was stripped away, leaving only polished facades and fleeting relief. Yet beneath their web of promises, you discerned the cracks, cycles that trapped rather than freed, answers that bred new questions, and cures that served as chains. Their system thrived on fear, sustaining itself on your silence and willingness to trust their carefully crafted narrative. But the cracks let in the light. You saw the illusion for what it was, and you refused to submit to a narrative that turned well-being into a profit-driven scheme. When others followed the flow, you chose the current of truth. You questioned, dissected, and unveiled the intricate machinery designed not to heal, but to control. It was easier for many to cling to the familiarity of the lie, to accept the neatly packaged stories that absolved them of looking deeper. You didn't walk that path. You saw the theater for what it was, a performance staged to keep you compliant. You chose clarity when confusion was convenient, and you chose courage when silence was safer. Their authority, propped up by tradition and fear, began to unravel when you called it out, piece by piece, exposing a foundation that could no longer hold. Your defiance wasn't loud or dramatic. It was steady, undeniable, and real, unmasking the fragility of an empire built on illusions. The wisdom of the past, once thriving in harmony with nature's rhythm, was eroded, dismissed, and replaced with hollow remedies divorced from their essence. Healing wasn't always this way. It once flowed from ancient understanding, intuitive, collaborative, and respectful of the body's inherent power to regenerate. What was sacred became sterile, a transaction replacing trust, and wellness was repackaged as an endless pursuit. But you saw through their transformation of healing into an industry. You looked beyond the polished facades and found the threads of truth, weaving them back into a tapestry of balance and authenticity. They sought to own what was never theirs, but the reclamation began with your refusal to buy into their story. Where they saw profit, you saw potential. Potential to restore, to return, and to remember what they tried to erase. They built an empire on deception, turning what should have been a path to wholeness into a labyrinth of endless dependency. Promises of progress replaced authentic care, silencing ancient wisdom and dismissing the knowledge that had sustained humanity for ages. They branded quick solutions as revolutionary, yet each came with strings attached, binding you tighter to their cycle of consumption. Every challenge you faced became their opportunity to profit. Healing wasn't their goal. It was a pretext, but their veil is lifting, revealing a crumbling facade built on exploitation. The sacred connection to wellness, once thriving in harmony with the natural world, is reawakening. Their dominance is fading as the power to heal returns to where it belongs, with you. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. Healing isn't a product to be bought or sold. It's a birthright deeply rooted in the rhythms of life. For centuries, these rhythms guided humanity, woven into practices that honored the body's natural ability to restore itself. Yet those who couldn't claim ownership over such truths sought to discredit them. They erased the stories, dismissed the traditions, and replaced them with artificial remedies designed to trap rather than liberate. What they couldn't control, they labeled as outdated. What they couldn't profit from, they discarded as irrelevant. But those ancient practices were never truly lost. They survived in the hearts and hands of those who refused to let the flame of wisdom be extinguished, emerging now as a guiding light in a world ready to reclaim its roots. Their system turned nourishment into poison, manipulating the very essence of life to maintain their control. The food meant to sustain you became their tool to weaken, filled with additives and stripped of vitality, marketed as convenience while hiding the cost to your health. They exploited your trust, presenting themselves as the ultimate authority on wellness while crafting solutions that served their bottom line, not your well-being. Their answers led only to dependency, and their promises were mere illusions. But the illusion shattered when you began to see clearly. You reclaimed the truth they tried to bury, the understanding that true healing doesn't come from their formulas, but from aligning with the profound intelligence of your own body and the world around you. Now the tides are turning. The false structures that once seemed unshakable are faltering. The power to heal, to nourish, and to thrive has always been within reach, waiting to be rediscovered. They underestimated your resolve, your capacity to see beyond their facade and take back what was always yours. Every step toward authentic wellness weakens their grip, dismantling the empire they built on your struggle. Their time is over. The revolution is here, and it begins with the realization that you are the architect of your health, no longer a passive participant in their broken game. They twisted reality to keep you subdued, wielding fear as their sharpest blade. Panic became their language, and they spoke it fluently, turning uncertainty into a weapon against your freedom. Their control fed on the doubt they planted, nurturing your hesitation while they wove narratives designed to corral you into submission. Yet, you saw through the mirage. The cracks in their stories betrayed the hollow core of their power, and you refused to be shackled by their illusions. While they sought to keep you compliant with rules disguised as protection, you chose to rise, questioning the carefully constructed chaos. They banked on your fear to keep you tethered, but you broke the cycle, standing firm as their web of control unraveled. Without your fear, their influence fades, leaving them powerless and you unyielding. There was a moment when you turned inward and realized the strength that had always been yours. They had whispered lies for so long, convincing you that your body was fragile, incapable of thriving without their interventions. Those whispers became chains, yet the truth stirred deep within you. The journey to reclaim that truth wasn't easy. It meant stripping away layers of their conditioning, stepping into the unknown, and learning to trust what they tried to make you forget. Healing began when you recognized that your body held the wisdom they dismissed. Each step away from their control felt like breaking through heavy clouds, painful yet exhilarating. As the weight lifted, your body began to restore itself, guided not by their synthetic solutions, but by the innate intelligence they tried to deny. This reclamation was never just about your health. It was about reclaiming your power to live fully, beyond their reach. Behind closed doors, a space exists for those who refuse to conform, a sanctuary for those who have faced the labyrinth of manipulation and emerged awakened, untouchable, and stronger than ever. This realm isn't for the passive or the hesitant. It's for those who dare to rewrite their reality, who see beyond the surface and tap into the limitless potential of creation. Here, you'll find kindred spirits who share the wisdom they've unearthed, building a network of strength and insight. This is a gathering of minds unshaken by conventional constraints, ready to craft their own paths. If the call resonates, it's not by chance. It's a sign that your journey is unfolding, as it should. Together, we dismantle the illusions, channel the essence of transformation, and ignite the force of true freedom. This isn't a place for doubt. It's a beacon for those prepared to stand in their power and shape a new era of awakening. They twisted reality to keep you subdued, wielding fear as their sharpest blade. Panic became their language, and they spoke it fluently, turning uncertainty into a weapon against your freedom. Their control fed on the doubt they planted, nurturing your hesitation while they wove narratives designed to corral you into submission. Yet, you saw through the mirage. The cracks in their stories betrayed the hollow core of their power, and you refused to be shackled by their illusions. While they sought to keep you compliant with rules disguised as protection, you chose to rise, questioning the carefully constructed chaos. They banked on your fear to keep you tethered, but you broke the cycle, standing firm as their web of control unraveled. Without your fear, their influence fades, leaving them powerless and you unyielding. There was a moment when you turned inward and realized the strength that had always been yours. They had whispered lies for so long, convincing you that your body was fragile, incapable of thriving without their interventions. Those whispers became chains, yet the truth stirred deep within you. The journey to reclaim that truth wasn't easy. It meant stripping away layers of their conditioning, stepping into the unknown, and learning to trust what they tried to make you forget. Healing began when you recognized that your body held the wisdom they dismissed. Each step away from their control felt like breaking through heavy clouds, painful yet exhilarating. As the weight lifted, your body began to restore itself, guided not by their synthetic solutions, but by the innate intelligence they tried to deny. This reclamation was never just about your health. It was about reclaiming your power to live fully, beyond their reach. Behind closed doors, a space exists for those who refuse to conform, a sanctuary for those who have faced the labyrinth of manipulation and emerged awakened, untouchable, and stronger than ever. This realm isn't for the passive or the hesitant. It's for those who dare to rewrite their reality, who see beyond the surface and tap into the limitless potential of creation. Here, you'll find kindred spirits who share the wisdom they've unearthed, building a network of strength and insight. This is a gathering of minds unshaken by conventional constraints, ready to craft their own paths. If the call resonates, it's not by chance. It's a sign that your journey is unfolding as it should. Together, we dismantle the illusions, channel the essence of transformation, and ignite the force of true freedom. This isn't a place for doubt. It's a beacon for those prepared to stand in their power and shape a new era of awakening. You stopped waiting for permission to reclaim what was inherently yours, the capacity to heal, thrive, and live fully. They convinced you that without their interventions, your health would falter. They wanted you to see yourself as fragile, reliant, and incapable of thriving without their carefully packaged solutions. But you dismantled their narrative. You stepped away from their systems and embraced the truth they tried to obscure. This is more than rejecting their products. It's about rediscovering the harmony they worked so hard to disrupt. The bond between your mind, body, and the innate intelligence that fuels your vitality. Their methods weren't designed to restore you, but to ensnare you in an endless cycle of need. They called it progress. You saw it for what it was, a finely crafted illusion. Their power relied on your submission, but with each step you took to reclaim your health, their influence waned. Every choice you make to nourish and restore yourself is proof that their hold is broken. You're no longer defined by survival, but by a boundless capacity to thrive. They underestimated you, and now their facade crumbles as you prove the truth they couldn't suppress. Your body isn't a broken machine. It's a masterpiece of resilience, designed to heal and regenerate when treated with care. Their lies never defined you. Your strength always did. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. The science they downplayed now supports what ancient wisdom always knew. The body is equipped with profound mechanisms for self-renewal. Cellular autophagy, the process of cellular cleansing and repair, stands as living evidence. Pioneering research has shown that fasting activates this natural restoration, recycling damaged components and fostering vitality. This truth was never a mystery. It was suppressed because it empowered you. They thrived on treating symptoms, not supporting your body's intrinsic ability to regain balance. But you broke free. You turned to practices that honor the body's intelligence, stepping out of their cycle of dependency. With every moment of clarity, every regained strength, your cells declare their independence. Healing goes beyond the physical. It extends to the energy you cultivate, the thoughts you embrace, and the intentions you carry. They kept this from you because it dismantled their authority. They wanted you to see yourself as fragmented, disconnected from the full scope of your being, so they could offer piecemeal solutions. Yet, you reclaimed the unity they sought to divide. For years, they masked their agenda as innovation, flooding your life with artificial products and calling them progress. They stripped the Earth's gifts of their sanctity, claiming science as their weapon to discredit what had sustained humanity for millennia. Yet, you rediscovered what they tried to bury. Clean water, vibrant foods, and ancient remedies have always been the pillars of vitality, untouched by their manipulative hands. The resurgence of herbal traditions and holistic nutrition is not a trend, it's a remembrance. What they dismissed as unproven has proven itself in your journey. Every sip of pure water, every nutrient-rich bite, every herbal tea is an act of defiance, a declaration that true healing cannot be patented. The power of the earth's offerings, from the fortifying effects of adaptogens to the detoxifying properties of roots and leaves, is yours again. Their control depended on your forgetting. Your healing began the moment you remembered. Healing isn't just about what you consume. It's about the frequencies you allow into your life. They kept this hidden, feeding you dissonance to keep you unbalanced. But ancient knowledge speaks of vibrations, and now science affirms it. Sound is not just noise, it's energy, capable of realigning the deepest parts of your being. Practices like sound therapy, long ridiculed, are now recognized for their profound effects on cellular repair and stress reduction. You reclaimed this ancient tool, whether through meditative tones, harmonic frequencies, or simply attuning yourself to the rhythms of the natural world. They wanted you trapped in their static, but you've risen above it. The harmony you've cultivated within your body reflects outward, dissolving the blocks they hoped would confine you. Their fear of these truths isn't unfounded. Anything that challenges their dominance terrifies them. They mocked the paths you've chosen, not because they lacked merit, but because they couldn't profit from them. They labeled your journey as reckless, hoping to dissuade you from breaking free. But you didn't falter. Each step you took, every practice you embraced, has dismantled their hold. Your alignment with the healing vibrations of life is more than personal. It's revolutionary. Their system is crumbling, and your connection to these timeless truths is the foundation of something far greater than they ever imagined. You have become a living testament to what it means to break free and reclaim your truth. While they built a world that rewarded conformity and discouraged questioning, you dared to rise above their confines. When others surrendered to the familiar, you carved a path through uncertainty, challenging the illusion that healing must come from the structures they control. Your journey is not just one of personal transformation, it's a beacon for others to awaken to their potential. They wanted you to believe there was no alternative, that the way forward was through dependency, but you proved them wrong. By embracing the strength within you, you dismantled the chains they tried to place on your life. You refused to accept their limits, stepping into the power of choice and rejecting their narrative. Their system was designed to foster doubt, to make you question your instincts and trade your sovereignty for their promises. Yet every moment you chose independence was a victory. It wasn't easy. It demanded resolve, persistence, and the courage to face discomfort. They relied on your hesitation, but your resilience shattered their expectations. The strength you found within wasn't granted by them. It was always yours. Every act of nourishing your body, every step toward alignment, is a declaration of defiance against their control. Your choices resonate far beyond yourself. People observe the vitality in your actions and the clarity in your decisions, and they begin to question the world they've accepted without challenge. You don't need to speak loudly. Your transformation is the evidence that breaks their conditioning. As others see you thriving, they are forced to confront their own beliefs, their own willingness to follow the script. Your existence becomes a spark, igniting a shift in those around you. They cannot ignore the proof that you offer, that health, freedom, and autonomy are within reach when the courage to embrace them is found. This is more than personal healing. It's a ripple effect, challenging the very foundation of a system built on control. Their fear wasn't of your rebellion alone, but of the wave of change it would inspire. They mocked what they couldn't control, dismissed paths that threatened their narrative, but the cracks are showing. Your transformation reveals that their system is no longer unshakable. The connection you've restored to yourself, to the earth, and to the truth is a force they cannot suppress. The energy you carry now is not isolated. It echoes the awakening of countless others stepping into their strength, challenging the lies they've been fed. With every choice you make for genuine healing, you align with something greater. This isn't merely about reclaiming what was taken. It's about setting a precedent, paving a path for others to follow. Your journey is a challenge to everything they've built, and your success is a testament to the inevitability of change. The world is shifting, and you are at the forefront, not just surviving, but thriving and inspiring others to do the same. Your life has become the revolution they feared. They can no longer silence what has been set into motion. They convinced you that mere existence was the goal, that flourishing was beyond reach, but you've shown otherwise. Confronting a dire diagnosis, a rare condition others might have surrendered to, one remarkable individual chose a different path. Instead of succumbing to fear, they embraced the power of transformation through conscious choices, aligning with holistic practices and adopting a vibrant lifestyle rooted in nourishment and determination. Decades later, they are not only alive, but thriving, embodying resilience and inspiring countless others to reclaim their strength. Their story is not a singular exception. It's a testament to what happens when you take back control. Your journey mirrors this truth. Every mindful decision, every intentional act to care for your body, every limiting belief you've unlearned has made you stronger. Healing is not the conclusion. It is the foundation for a life of purpose and vitality. You're not here to merely get by. You're here to redefine the narrative, to lead by example, and to show others what's possible beyond the confines of fear and dependence. As you rise, you become a beacon for those still trapped in cycles of doubt, inspiring them to question the system they've been told to trust. Your light illuminates their path, encouraging them to awaken and break free. Every step you've taken, every ounce of energy you've reclaimed, stands as undeniable evidence that the limits imposed on you were never real. They underestimated your resolve, thinking their system of control would keep you blind and submissive. But you saw through their facade, dismantling the lies they built and reclaiming your truth. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Your transformation is not just personal, it's a revolution. You've proven that the power to heal and thrive lies within, not in the systems that profit from suppression. Your resilience has dismantled the illusion of their authority, and your journey is a spark that will ignite change far beyond your own life. They feared this awakening, because they knew that once you reclaimed your strength, their dominance would falter. Now, you stand as a force they cannot contain, a catalyst for a world that no longer bows to manipulation. This is where your story begins to ripple outward. Share it unapologetically. Speak your truth with unwavering conviction. Your voice is the key to unlocking change in others, to igniting the courage they need to reclaim their power. Together, the collective awakening you inspire will dismantle the old systems and create a world where sovereignty, vitality, and freedom are not exceptions, but the norm. Your journey is a testament to the undeniable strength within, a light that pierces through their shadow of control. This is the revolution they feared, and it's unstoppable.